Hello, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, and today I wanted to show you some things using our Garden Wishes set. It is a bundle. This is the stamp set here. You can see it. It has 5 sentiments, and it's got some dandelions in it. This little can fill in the dandelions. Hear the dandelions blowing away. There's a bee and a little curlicue like he was flying. It does also bundle with some dies. There's 14 dies. Okay, and so there's some things that you can stamp and cut out. Some other things you just cut out and do things with, so that just to enhance your card. This is part of a suite that is, these are in our new catalog that starts in January 5th. You can order these, and it's part of the Dandy Garden suite. Okay, I did do some with the Dragonfly Garden before, and now today we're going to look at the Garden Wishes. So just to kind of, I'm not going to show you all of them from before, but just these were a couple of cards. Oops, things got in there that I didn't realize. From the Dandelion Garden. So just kind of a little reminder for those, if you had happened to see it before. And then here's a few cards that I did make up using Garden Wishes. Wishing you all the best from all of us. Another wishing you all the best. Another from all of us. And your acts of kindness are like a breath of fresh air. Okay. And so what I did want to show you was, like, I didn't do any coloring in on this. That is something that you could do if you wanted. But I decided that I just would just have it be just plain like that. And there's some specific, I didn't put on the any bling yet. There's some specific bling I have that I've been, it's, when I'm recording this, it's December 15th, and I've just been, like a lot of people, very busy trying to get some baking done, trying to get Christmas cards finished up so I can mail them out. And so I know that the ones I want to use with this are somewhere in my Christmas cards, and I will find them and add those. But anyway, so, and then this one, and some of these are using some techniques that I'm not always the most comfortable with. I'm trying to do a few more things outside of the box for me anyway, like having these little strips of paper. I tend to be more like this. They have the card base, you've got DSP, your designer paper, just pretty basic. But I'm trying to stretch my wings a little and do some of these other things, and mixing things they wouldn't always mix. But these papers are part of the suite, and so they all do coordinate. Okay, and these I have our rhinestone basic jewels on those. This one, I just wanted to show you this bee. One of the dies that we have cuts this bee out, which you can either stamp him and cut him out, or in this case I cut him out from some of the designer series paper in that set, because they do have some bees on them. I didn't think about it. I could have had, like, this side of the paper looks like that. This side has the bees, and the die fits right around him. And I thought, how cute, just stick him on top of the flower. Like, okay. And I did that also here on this one. And again, something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use here, and I thought, I really want to pull some blue out. So the blue out from here in the bees. So I use the blue rhinestones from our holiday rhinestones. This in fact, I'm going to be doing something using these, and then just in the card I'm going to make here. But these are from the dies, and you can just see they stack on each other, and then and I used the designer series paper behind it. I did like how that turned out. I'm not sure if I want to add another flower or just some bling, so I'm still thinking about what I want to do with that. Okay, so I thought what I would do today is to make a quick card here with you. This is Misty Moonlight, and it is it's 11.5 by 4.25, scored at 5.5. Did I say that right? No, I didn't say that right. It's 8.5. It's 5.5 this way by 8.5 this way, scored at 4.25. Oh my goodness, get it straight. And what I wanted to do on this was just stamp this out, and I decided I'm gonna do it in crushed curry. I'm not gonna color these in. What I'm going to do is just stamp these. Actually, I may do it this way. It's just stamp these, and then I'm going to cut them out using our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I think I wanted to cut that out. Yes, because of what I want to do. I just recently got this mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You will be able to order it January 5th if you are interested in that. And it is $60. Oops, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. And just to show you this, it will fit in. Probably would have been better if I trimmed it down a little, but it will fit. Okay, so I'm just going to, let me put it this way so you can see a little better. I'm just going to line this up around my image. Trying to get in a spot where I can see it. Oh, that's not quite. It's moving around a little more than I expected here. There. I think that's about where I want it. Okay. This machine does do most of our, maybe it could have been up just a smidge more, but it's fine. This machine does cut most of our dies because in our die sets that come, as you can see here, we have some different sizes, and all of these do fit on that machine. Okay, because I did try it. And but if you hit some bigger ones, like we do have some bigger ones that bigger dies, like for a treat box, or some of the bigger labels are too big for the mini machine, and they would require the big one. But if you're on a tight budget and you want to be able to do some die cutting, the mini would meet your needs for most things that you would be cutting. Okay, and it will tell you if the mini can be used. So I because I didn't line this up quite right. I think I'm going to just trim this off just a little bit here. I don't, when as always, when you're online live, things happen that you don't quite expect. But there, I just wanted to cut a little of this extra white off around here, but ordinarily you can get it lined up a little better than I did. And sometimes when you're on camera, just because of where you have your source of taking your pictures, whether it's your camera or a phone, that it just kind of can get in your way. So the other thing I did want to show you was these flowers, the flowers here. So I do have one already put together, but I want to show you how I do that. took my bone folder first and I went all around after I cut these out. This is crushed curry is the color I'm using. And then this is, I want something a little bit light, just lighter yellow to give some contrast. This is So Saffron. Okay, so I just kind of do this just to hopefully they can stand up just a little bit. Okay, and then what I do is I take just a dot of liquid glue, put it in the center, and then I put this down, try and do the best I can to get those kind of, whoops, and then when I push it down to try to, all right, let me try this one more time. There. And carefully so I don't move it. And I just push down all those things I took the time to kind of make stand up. Now here, wait, I have to think, what am I looking at? I'm looking at, I want in between, if I can. It's, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter. If it's not quite perfect, it'll still look nice. Oh, I see. Well, if you don't get, if it's, I know I need it over more towards the middle. I hit a little too far to the one side. There, it's better. And then one more. Okay. And then again, you can kind of, I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit. You can take, like take your pick tool, if you have some other pokey tool, you can, and just kind of run it around a little bit around the edges of these to lift them up a little more if you want them up a little higher, okay, on your card. Especially when you're playing around with it sometimes that. The other thing I did was I cut this out. I tried both some plain gold, well, I did a crushed curry, but I also did a plain gold, some plain gold and some of the sparkly gold glitter paper. And I saw somebody do use it and I thought, oh, I want to try it. So before I glue anything down, I just am going to do a dry run here, kind of a dry fit, I guess you'd say. And I was thinking these could go like this. And this could go in maybe in the center, or maybe I'll put these down a little bit and that up a little higher. I think that's what I want to do. If I can get I don't want to glue them down until I'm sure of how I want it. And that right there, and I think I'm going to put this on dimensionals just to kind of, I'll play around with it just a little bit, maybe more that way, that maybe a little more that way, kind of like that. Just something a little different. It's not something that, you know, I necessarily do all the time. All right, so what I'm going to do is, oops, I want him popped up. So let me see here. Put some dimensionals on the back here, and maybe have a few more on than I truly need, but I just like to make sure things do. Oh, I'm not there. It's going to be too much. I don't know if I needed one of the others that are there. I'm not so sure I needed it, but oh well. You put as much or as little of these on as you want. Really, I mean, if you want to cover the whole thing, you can. You know, it's your project. You do it how you want. Okay, let's see here. I might put a little. Just thinking that one flower, I might need it, but we'll see. Once I get it on here, if I can get these. Today, these do not want to come off for me. There. little covers here to there. So now all the stickies exposed. All right, I'm gonna put this more on this side so I have room to put a sentiment. I'm not really pressing that down because I want to make sure I've got enough room up here to do what I thought I wanted to do with these. There, and that can kind of, so there's that one. Here's that one, and I'll trim them off in a minute here. I just want to kind of dry fit it. I think, can I get this guy down in there? If I need to, I can trim it off. I just want to get an idea. Okay, I think I have to trim that off. I want it, I think, right about here. And I could have cut that, you know, didn't have to have it as long when I cut it, but sometimes, because you're not always sure exactly there. So I want it more like, kind of like that. What do you think about that? Okay, so now, put a little bit of glue here, and just a, you can, if you want, we do have some double-sided adhesive. It comes in 12 by, I think it's 12 by 6 sheets, size sheets it might be. And if you put that on the, if you put your, adhere it to your cardstock before you cut out, then you can take the, it's got like another side thing on the back, so you like release paper on the back, so it really turns it into like a sticker. Come on, I know you can get down in there. You were just down in there. All right, take this out. Get it out. Ah. Come on. All right, here, let me just kind of see about, I wanted that about there, so I can maybe break it off here. It's thin enough I can, it just will break. I don't have to necessarily cut them. Oh, shoot. Just want to make sure. Okay, let me put this here. And maybe then I can feed this down in. I don't need it as long, so let's see. Just do it to about there. See if I can get that back in there now that I made a mess of it. Oh my goodness. Part of it's because I ended up with, I'm pretty sure it's because I have glue on my fingers now, and so it's making everything else kind of a bit of a mess. As you saw earlier, it slid right down in there without a problem. And I just ripped my, there, that's good enough. Good, good. Now I got it. I ripped it right here a little, but I think it'll be okay. All right, there. Now, oh my gosh, one more thing to put down in there. And again, this would really be one that would be good to put on that paper. I just didn't take the time to do it today. Right here. And then oh my goodness. It was cooperating earlier, and now, of course, nothing wants to cooperate. Okay, let me pick this up. I'll have to fix that. And then I want this, maybe kind of like that. I can get this down in here. There. That, or do I want it more like this? Like that, I think. There. Oh, yeah. All right. Best laid plans, as they say. Actually, I should have. There, and then I think I can push that back over in there so it doesn't, you don't even see, well, maybe not. Anyway, to trim it up a little more. Sorry, I realize I'm talking to myself kind of now and not. All right, now I got glue all over my fingers, so it makes it more difficult to handle all this stuff. Oh, okay. What I'll do is put a little dab, maybe if I can get a little dab out. Oop. There, it's good. It doesn't need much. There. There. Fixed. Oh yeah, now I got glue on here, so my card is sticking. It's one of those days, I guess. Okay, so there's that. And what I wanted to do was, the sentiment I wanted to use was, made with love for a true friend. Hopefully that will fit. All right. I can do that right here. And I think I'm going to do that in the yellow also, in the crushed curry. Oh, shoot. I got it. Let me just see here. Clean this off. I must have pushed on it a little too hard when I put it down here. Tap, tap. Do this one. Tap, 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 tap. Hopefully that's better. Let me see. Yeah, that looks better. So if I can do it now. Tap, tap, tap. So then we have two sides to our paper. Put this up here so you can see what I'm doing. I hope anyway. Oh, good grief. Well, at least you see, nobody's perfect. Okay, we all have our issues. All right. So, I just want to see something here. It's going to be tight, but I think I can do it. Will fit right there. I know, I'll just trim a little of this off so it, there. Yep. There. Like that. I think I like that. It's kind of simple, even though that was fussy. This part was a little fussy, but overall it's a simple card. And sometimes simple is good. And as I said, if you wanted, you could have colored those all in. The other thing, if you wanted to do more, add more die cuts. Just a second, let me just show you. If I can get this together without making it a total mess here. There. All right, where are they? Because the other dies that there, like you could even add some grass because they give you grass. Okay, you could add. Where did I put them? There's some leaves. There's leaves, and I'm not sure where I put those. Oh, here they are, over here to the side. Oops, there's two sizes of leaves. So if you wanted, you could even add these. Actually, might do this one here. Well, that looks like that goes there. Fit there. If you wanted. This one could go there. Maybe you have to trim it off, but it could go there. Whoop. And get these to work with me. And then another one over where this leaf is. Anyway, so you could even do like that, trim them down, glue those on, just to give you an idea. Obviously, because they don't want to stay. Without being glued, yes, they don't want to stay right where I want to put them. There, that goes there. There. I think I can get it to stay in. So you could add those if you want, and as I said, and you trim off the bottom, and as I said, you also could add, you know, some grass if you wanted. Give it a little more, but anyway, I just wanted it like this today. Okay, and the other thing I might do is, let me just see what I got here with my blends. And you could, or you could color those in. That would be the other thing, but I didn't want to color those in. I just wasn't looking for, is this it? No. Well, alright, I guess this must be it. Okay. These all look the same when they're just sitting side by side. I was hoping to find my light. This has to be it. I have to look at all of them before I can find it. You could even, if you wanted, just add a little color here to help ground it. It could be that, you know, the yellow, or it could just be even like more like a brown. Could even bring it down. Now, that was the light. And if you wanted, you could even do it down here. Just like a little shadow. So it actually looks like it's on the ground, not just up in the air. Okay. So, anyway. So what do you think? And then later I'll put a sentiment inside when I know exactly who I'm sending it to. Or I may just want to write a little note. You know, that's the kind of thing that, this kind of card, you might want to just write a note. So, okay, so that was what I planned to do for today. If you want to see me working on some of the other cards that I was showing you, you can go to my Facebook page, Stampin' Around the Dining Room Table. There's another video there working with these. You can also, and I also at some point will put some stills on over there, just so that if somebody wanted to look at them a little closer. All right. I hope that you would give me a thumbs up if you like this. Just wanted to move there. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. And then so you can catch me whenever, you know, I'm on YouTube. Okay, so my plan is to do my best to be on YouTube at 7:30 on Wednesday night, or as close to that as possible. And so I hope that you will come back and see me again. Any questions, you put them in the comments, or you could either go to my Facebook page and send me a message. If you don't have your own Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're interested in one, I would be happy to be yours. You can just get in touch with me again through leaving a comment here or over on my Facebook page. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a good week, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.